Now, after putting these given values, in the first column we have put here the duration or the time. In the second column we have put there demand, variation in the demand. Now see here, the one more column we have to add here, variation in the demand. Demand has been given in the percent. Okay, डिमांड आपल्याला कसा दिलेला आहे त्यांनी पर्सेंटमध्ये दिलेला आहे आणि या ठिकाणी आपण जो डिमांड फाइंड आउट केलेला आहे और द रेट ऑफ वॉटर सप्लाय 38 million liter per day. Okay, so what we have to do, first of all we have to uh, take this variation also there, and from this percent variation यातून आपल्याला अंदाज लागत नाही आपल्याला किती 30% म्हणजे किती एक्झॅक्ट व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला माहित नाहीये, ते एक्झॅक्ट व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला काढायचे 30% of total. Okay, means what is the total now here? It is 38. So 30% of 38 means how much value? That value we have to find out in the third column. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So one more column is required in this particular problem because the demand is given in percentage. So write down the in second column the variation in demand in percent, and then multiply this 30%, that total demand 38 by 30%. 30% means what? 0.3. Okay, 30% means 30 divided by 100 means 0.3 multiplied by 38. You will get the demand in this particular time duration, that is 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. how much water is will be required or demanded. So 38 multiplied by 0.3 will be equal to 11.4. Then 38 multiplied by 0.15 equal to 5.7. Then 38 multiplied by 0.1, it is 3.8. Then 38 multiplied by 0.15, it is 5.7. Then last one, 38 multiplied by 0.3 equal to 11.4. So once you get this value, and if you do the addition of all these values, you must get here 38. And if you are not getting this value 38, means somewhere you might have done mistake that you have to rectify. Okay. See here, you can write down this particular formula for your understanding purpose, how you have calculated. It is 38 multiplied by column number 2. This column number 3 is nothing but it is 38 multiplied by 2. As the variation is given in the percentage, we need to find out what is the exact demand in this particular duration of time. Okay, so now this is our demand column. Next is supply. See, now supply is constant or uniform throughout the time duration, means for this 3 hours the supply will be same, for this next 3 hours the supply will be same, for this 3 hours it will be same. Means what we have to do here, now here on the previous slide we have seen that we have calculated the supply per hour. See here, एका तासामध्ये किती त्या ठिकाणी वॉटर आपल्याला पंप करावा लागेल. दिस इज द पर आवर सप्लाय 3.16. this is the pumping rate per hour. Now here see the duration 6 to 9, how much hours are there? 3 hours are there. So 3 multiplied by 3.16 you will get 9.5. The next, what is the duration? Again it is 3 hours, right? Then this 3 multiplied by 3.16 you will get 9.5. Subsequently here all the differences or the durations are 3 hours, then you will get the same value. Okay, and if you do the addition of all these values you must get here 38. See here, supply is from 6 to 9 only. Demand is up to 6 to 9. Supply is from 6 to 6 and demand is from 6 to 9. Are you getting my point? Don't not get confused here. So that's why the 0 has come here. Supply is up to 6 to 6 only. So if you do the addition of these values, you will get here 38. And if you are not getting 38, means somewhere there is a mistake that you have to correct. You have to modify. The next column is the cumulative demand. Now what we have to do? Cumulative means just go on adding. The first value will be as it is. This is the our demand column. A demand column ची पहिली value आहे तशी या ठिकाणी येईल. Then in the second row, here cumulative demand will be this value plus this value. या दोन्हीची addition ही येथे या ठिकाणी येईल. It is 17.1. Then for the third row, the addition of this value will be this. You will get this one. Okay, this value as it is first, then this value plus this value will get this value, then this value plus this value will get this one, this plus this you will get this one, this plus this one. Okay, at last you will get 38 here. Similarly, cumulative supply, this first value will be as it is in the first row. In the second row, this plus this you will get this plus this value plus this plus this, 38. Okay, so now here in the column number 5 and 6, we have calculated the cumulative values of supply and demand. Column number 5 is the cumulative demand. Column number 6, it is the cumulative supply. Next, column number 7 and column number 8. In column number 7, it is the excess demand. Okay, ज्यावेळेस आपण excess demand या ठिकाणी काढतो, have attention everyone. See here, when we find this excess demand, ज्यावेळेस आपण हे excess demand काढत असतो, at that time we have to subtract all these values from these values. That is, we have to subtract the supply from the demand. तो demand मधून subtract करायचा, means column number 5 minus column number 6 that we have to do here. So if you do this 11.4 minus this value, you will get 1.9. If you divide minus subtract 19 from 17.1, you will get here negative value. So it's not necessary to take this value here. 20.9 minus 28, again it is negative value. 26.6 minus 38, negative value, and again here 0. Okay, so this is the excess demand curve. Now to find out the excess supply curve, supply value, what we have to do, we have to subtract these values from the supply values, means column number 6 minus column number 5. Okay, just opposite of this, that we have to do here. Now do that. This value minus this value will get the negative value. You can write here as a dash. 19 minus 17.1, 1.9. 28 minus 20, 7.6. 38 minus 26.6, 11.4. 38 minus 30 will become 0. Okay, so here we got these two columns now, excess demand and excess supply columns. Now out of this, which is the maximum excess demand in this column? Maximum excess demand is this value. या column मध्ये सगळ्यात मोठी value कोणती आहे? This is the biggest value. So this is the maximum excess supply. Okay, आता आपल्याला या ठिकाणी मॅक्झिमम डिमांड पण भेटला आणि मॅक्झिमम एक्सेस सप्लाय पण भेटला. आता ह्या दोन्हीची जर आपण ऍडिशन केली, then you will get the balancing storage or balancing capacity of the reservoir, because our formula is balancing capacity is equal to maximum excess demand plus maximum excess supply. What is the maximum excess demand here? It is 1.9. What is the maximum supply here? It is 11.4. Do the addition of this and you will get the balancing storage capacity of the reservoir, and it has come 13.6 million liter all these values are in million liter, so your unit will be here million liter, or you can write here 13.3 into 10 to the power 6 liter, like this also. Okay, and if you want to convert that in cubic meter, then you can write here 13.3 into 10 to the power 3 meter cube, and if you multiply this 10 to the power 3 inside here, you will get 13300. Okay, meter cube. So this much capacity, this is the required capacity of the balancing capacity of the distribution reservoir. Okay, in this way we have to solve this problem. We have to find out the storage balancing capacity of distribution reservoir. Has everyone understood this problem? Is there any doubt in this? If you have understood, then go on solving the problem in your notebook. And if you are having any doubt, you can ask me right now. एखादा कॉलम तुम्हाला समजलं नसेल, कॅल्क्युलेशन कुठलं समजलं नसेल तर लगेच विचारा. डू नॉट हेजिटेट टू आस्क द क्वेश्चन. Dipti, your voice is not reaching to us. Speak loudly. Do you want to say something? Yes. Is anyone having any doubt? Okay. Dipti, your question is that you have not understood the cumulative demand column. Okay, I will explain it once again. See, the cumulative demand column is the column number 5. What we have to do? We just have to accumulate. Okay, accumulation करायचं त्या व्हॅल्यूचं किंवा accumulate हे करायचं आहे, addition करत जायचं. This is our column number 3. This is our demand line or demand column, and this is our supply column. Those students who have not understood, please have attention here. So the first value we have to write it as it is, because there is no addition value for this previous for this particular first column, first row. पहिला जो रो आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपण आहे तशी या ठिकाणी लिहिली. आता मला काय करायचं आहे, पुढचा जो या ठिकाणी मला रो लिहायचा आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू लिहायची आहे. दॅट व्हॅल्यू इज नथिंग बट दिस व्हॅल्यू प्लस दिस व्हॅल्यू. ओके, या दोन्हीचं अक्युमुलेशन ॲडिशन करायची आणि ती व्हॅल्यू या ठिकाणी लिहून द्यायची. सो दिस वी गेट व्हॅल्यू. आता तिसऱ्या ठिकाणी तिसरा जो रो आहे त्या ठिकाणी काय करायचं आहे, ह्या तिन्ही व्हॅल्यूची ॲडिशन करायची, पहिल्या तिन्ही व्हॅल्यूची. वी हॅव टू डू द ॲडिशन ऑफ दिस 3 व्हॅल्यू अँड दॅट वी हॅव टू राईट हिअर. नेक्स्ट कॉलमसाठी काय करायचं आहे, ह्या सगळ्यांची वरची जेवढे आहेत सगळ्यांची ॲडिशन करायची, ती इथे लिहायची. पुढच्या ह्यासाठी काय करायचं आहे, ह्या सगळ्यांची ॲडिशन करायची आणि इथे लिहायची. ओके, मग त्याच्याऐवजी मी तुम्हाला एक सिम्पल वे सांगितलं होता. काय सांगितलं होतं की पहिली व्हॅल्यू आपण या ठिकाणी आहे तशी लिहून घ्यायची. परत या व्हॅल्यूमध्ये हे नवीन ही या ठिकाणी जी व्हॅल्यू आपण लिहिली आहे अगोदरच्या रॉमध्ये ती व्हॅल्यूची त्या ठिकाणी ॲडिशन करायची, इथे लिहायची. देन this value is nothing but it is the summation of these two values, right? So instead of again doing the summation of these two values, just take this value and add this value to get this value. Okay, similarly this value plus this value you will get this value. Similarly this value plus this value you will get this value. So this is the simplest way to find out the cumulative demand. Similarly for the cumulative supply. Cumulative supply मध्ये the first value 9.5 we can write here as it is. Then for the second row do the addition of these two. For the third row do the addition of first 3. For the next fourth column fourth row do the addition of first 4, and for the fifth do the addition of all this. Okay, or instead of this what we can do, first value we have to write as it is, then do the addition of this one, then this plus this plus this, and this plus this. Okay, like this we have to do the addition. Have you understood now, Dikti? Or still is there any doubt? Okay, now your doubt is clear. करूया थोडं कंटिन्यू.
सिलेबस लय महाग आहे माझा. सर 6वा युनिट संपत आले सर मला रोज विचारते चालू केले नाही.
6वा?
हां. मला रोज विचारते चालू केलं नाही मॅडम.
आपण माझे तुमच्याकडे 3 लेक्चर आहेत बरं का. 3 hours. ते 2 घेतले मी परवा
ती
मागच्या.
परवानगीसाठी सगळी मुलात बुडवली ती.
ते तुमचं बुडली ती.
उगाच वायाला गेली ती.
पण तुम्ही तुमचं बुडलं मग तुम्ही माझं घेतलं असं झालं. बरं झालं 2 तास तर द्या मला नंतर ते जर.
हां, देते कधीतरी. आता मला घ्यायला ते दुसऱ्या सब्जेक्टची अवघड झाली.
कारण आता एक 4-5 दिवस आपले असे जातील बहुतेक वारीचे आपले.
नाही मी तरी येऊन लेक्चर घेणार आहे.
कॉलेजवरती तुम्हाला काही करून सोपं होईल कारण
घरी लॅपटॉप नाही मामा लेक्चर घेतच नाही. गेल्या वर्षी त्या प्रॅक्टिकलसाठी घेऊन बघू. Okay, I have taken your attendance. Now time is over. Now in the next lecture we will solve 1 or 2 problems for a practice purpose. So I think everyone has solved this problem. Those students who have not yet completed the problem, you go or just write down the answers here and solve the remaining problem at home and check whether you are getting the same answer or not. And if you are facing any kind of problem, then you can contact me. Okay, you can ask me in the next lecture. So now let us stop here. Thank you one and all.